Hello, everybody, and welcome to AFR Tier 2 race at Spain. I'm Bandcamp, and tonight with me I have Jacob Meister.
G'day all.
So, pretty interesting Tier 1 race. Revo coming out on top as usual.
As usual.
So, I don't know if any of you are watching, were watching Tier 1, but I had a couple of connection issues, so I apologise if I get that while streaming this. But hopefully we don't have that issue.
Just waiting on people to come out here. Everybody will be loading up their setups right now. Taking their time, aren't they?
They are taking their
somebody
time.
up. I'm wondering, is it going to be fully dry? Are people still thinking what they're going to do?
Well, they may still be stuck in the tyre selection screen. So that's why sometimes, as you'll see, the counter in the top left has already started ticking down.
No, Zerdix has just joined in. He showed up late, so they may restart for him. While that's being sorted out, just going to have a wee gander at the standings here.
Yeah, well, it's pretty close in the standings at the moment.
Just pulling them up. Yep, Matt currently leads on 58 points, and Skins is on 57, Big Al on 55, and Ellie on 47. It's very tight up at the top. And Matt hasn't even won a race yet. One thing to note, everybody else is below him. Of the top people, anyway.
So I'm not sure what's going on while we're sitting here. Well,
I hope you're enjoying the view of the pit, everyone watching.
Yeah. Yep, they're wanting to restart the lobby, so...
Called it.
Alright, well, we will be back in a minute while we get this lobby reset, so apologies, we won't be too long. Hello and welcome back. Sorry about the delays there. Had a latecomer, so decided to restart lobby before we got started. So 14 drivers on the grid at the moment.
Everyone won't be taking as long as last time. Should start seeing people come out pretty soon here. Some fun wee things to note before we get going. The pole sitter has never won so far this season. Matt's still looking for his first win of the season as well. He currently leads the point standings. Be interesting to see how things play out in Spain here.
Yeah, it's been a very mixed season so far in Tier 2. As we hear some engines starting to fire up.
Who's it? Oh, we've got a Ferrari, that's Red Panda, and we have a Haas, that's Dingo. Looks like Dingo's the first one out.
So, the Haas, first out on track.
And has retired 3 of the past 4 races. Be looking for a good finish tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
His only recorded finish was 11th in Bahrain some time ago now. So who's on the tyre here? CRX has come out on the soft tyre. Most people opting for hards here.
Yeah, Farmer Dingo out on the mediums.
The usual tier 2, sort of not everyone running the same strategy. Always mixes it up a little bit.
It does. And you know, with that increased chance of a safety car, it might be worth it.
It becomes way more viable, especially with recent patches that have made safety cars more likely in lobbies recently. Really throwing a spinner into the works.
Unfortunately, it has made the game a bit more unstable for some. As Farmer Dingo comes around the final corner to start his lap over the start-finish line.
People slowing down in sector 3, that's the yellow flag. As Farmer Dingo approaches turn 1, see how he takes it. Get a bit of an inside curve, and he's invalidated already, has he?
It looks like it, yeah.
It's got a bit too much. His wheels just went out into the grass there. I didn't know you could invalidate with that, but there we go.
Yeah, well, he's turned down his ERS, so he's backing out of that one. There's Red Panda starting a lap, coming down into turn 1.
Pushed it a lot more wider than Farmer Dingo did, but didn't quite apex it. If he gets a good run, he'll still be fine. You've got to set yourself up really nicely for this turn here, which he has done. That's pretty good. He's got traffic all over the place here. Shouldn't bother him.
He does have a teammate in front of him, but I'm not sure if he's on a lap as well.
Just looking ahead, yes he is. Still a Red Panda here. This turn very tricky. Can easily lose the back there, and you can see him slide a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not uncommon on this track.
Lucky not to put it into the wall or going onto the grass, but he's keeping his foot in. There's a McLaren running wide there in the background.
No reason not to push on here. Only the hard tyres. Everyone getting a feel for the track. Looking around this long right-hander into this.
Oh, as he gets wide, tail happy again.
Oh dear. To the last couple of corners now. Important to get a nice run off here. Minus that, it's okay, as Ali sits a 120.2.
Red Panda into second with a 120.3.
That was still pretty quick despite those hairy moments.
It was, yeah. Not a bad lap time as Big Al goes fastest with a 120.0 as I see dust up ahead. Looks like a Haas has gone wide.
Yep. And there's Matt with a 120 at the same time as Big Al.
Wow. Strange that he's jumped Big Al in the standings because Big Al set his time first.
I wonder if it tracks the 4th decimal point. I've heard about them actually doing it in real life. I wonder if it does it in the game.
Possibly.
Newell comes across with a 19.8, sorry.
And CK does a 123.0. So possibly some room for improvement there, as well as Skins with a 145. So either an issue or just taking an extra warm-up lap. But we'll go on board with him now as he is pushing. And the Haas driver getting out of the way there. And Ali sets the new fastest lap at 119.6.
Good lap there on the hards. Skins coming through the last couple of turns now. Nice and smooth for the last chicane there. He sets a 120.5. Nothing crazy, but only the hard tyres. So.
Good enough for 7th at the moment.
Zudix is just starting his lap, but he's on the soft tyre.
Oh, we'll jump down to Zudix.
You see, he's not got much ARS already. He may have... I don't know if he messed up his first lap here, but he's having another go anyway. Why not, I suppose? You see, he had to lift off quite a lot of it through turn 3. It's not what you want to do.
And he's already only on 25% battery, so...
He should still make it around. You end up getting a lot of ARS in the third sector, but... it's still not ideal, obviously. Yellow flag in sector 2 looks like a slow Ferrari making its way back around. Yeah, this turn here, very easy to lose it. Goes into the outside curb. Nope, Zudix has maintained that pretty well. There's a Merc right behind him, actually. I'm wondering if that's going to impede CRX, who's on this lap as well. Zudix making their way around the long right-hander here.
Well, CRX has invalidated his lap, I believe.
Oh, there he has. Just backed off.
Zudix coming around the final corner now. Where will this put him? Ninth.
For ninth right now.
121.6.
More people coming out on another really hard stint, it looks like.
We'll jump down with Kunai, who's coming out on the mediums. He's on his out lap at the moment.
This Kunai retired last race, sadly.
Yeah,
we better with Newell.
In the mix for some good points as well, so unfortunate for Kunai there.
Yeah, every other race he has scored points, so looking for another good finish today, hopefully.
Ooh, his back steps out and turns from oversteer to understeer.
Those two corners are super tricky.
Where is he going?
I think
Getting grass on your tyres is not good just before you start your flying lap.
No, should be fine going into turn 1 though.
So he starts his lap now. The long run down into turn 1.
He's just been flustered from that mistake probably, but let's see how he handles this lap as he comes into turn 1. Just getting that curb, that's not bad. Get a nice rerun. Through turn 2 into turn 3, that's where you really want to set yourself up for. You can go a little bit wide here, but he's kept it within that green line. Into turn 4. Nice and smooth. You can break very late into that turn, but generally not that quick. Same for this one here, and very tough downhill as well.
Not a bad line through there.
Yep, he's got that very sus. Turn 6 now. Again, very easy to oversteer and lose the car a little here. He's kept it in check very well though. Let's see if he does through here. Very cautious, just don't want to lose the car at all. He just wants to set a lap at this point, fair enough. Coming into the hairpin. Again, he can break very late here. He's done that corner pretty well actually. Taking a lot of curve there.
Yeah, taking a lot of curve, which is pretty risky because it's very easy to unsettle these cars.
Oh, it can either go well or it won't. It's that simple.
Oh, he gets the line a little bit wrong there.
Let's see where he comes. This isn't a bad lap at all.
Up into
19.9.
fourth. Not a bad lap there at all.
Nice relap. I saw somebody else shoot up. I don't know if that was Red Panda. I think it might have been 19.7.
Yeah.
Some people either just staying in the pits waiting for their last runs probably, or just... So currently Ali still holds pole, 119.6. As on the medium tyre mind, Red Panda's only a tenth behind on the hard tyre, but track evolution did play into his favour there, so we'll see what happens going into the closing stages of qualifying with 7 minutes.
So on board with Combat Rat now. He's still out on the hards.
His teammate getting out of the way there.
Ooh.
Eventually.
He might be planning to give his teammate... Oh no, Skins has done 5 laps, so he won't be giving him a tow down that straight.
No. Hards don't wear as much, but you still want them to be as fresh as possible. And with how much time there is left, yeah.
20.5 doesn't quite improve, so...
Just want to get to the pits, get the mediums on, and get ready for his final run. As most people are currently. The two soft runners, Zudix and CRX, have chosen to actually come out now though.
Yeah, well, Zudix is coming through the final chicane now, so in the final corner, he's got that all wrong.
Oh, that's not the start you want, but at least he's got more ARS. I'm just wondering if he can get another run in and then get back into the pits. He may have time.
Maybe.
He might be able to have one shot.
Oh, it takes a lot of curb, unsettles the car quite a bit.
It's a very tight for there, means he has to lift more.
So he has a tendency to over-rev the car, so he's losing a lot of time by not shifting early enough.
Yeah, the engines don't give any more power past 12,000 RPM, so... And you see some people are a little bit slower. Sometimes it's just small things like that that you might not know.
Yeah, because he's revving it out to 13,000, so that's also going to heat up the engine, and you lose performance when the engine gets hot. So that's something.
Trini's out.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's in the pits.
Is he? Ah, okay. But yeah, so that's something he might need to start working on to find some extra time, because it's not too bad.
No, he's certainly improving, and it's not going to make a big difference, this over-revving, but I mean, in a race, maybe where you're stuck behind someone potentially, it can be a massive problem. He's at 120.7, still improves. Every lap he just gets better and better.
That's it. So we've also got CRX on a lap. Oh, and he's just about to finish it. Oh no, he invalidated that, so he's on to another lap, back to back. He's coming down into turn 1. The car's getting out of the way.
He has time to pit, barely, but it depends. I don't know how much those softs wear.
He did, I think, well, he did have a fair bit of battery left, so maybe he's backed off early enough and just taken it easy as he's running a bit wide now.
Yeah. A lot of traffic. People are coming up for their last runs, remember?
Zudix, they're getting out of the way. A little bit twitchy through there, but keeps it in control. And he's gone and invalidated again.
Oh, no, he needs to come to the pits now. He needs to hurry.
Yeah, he can't be taking his time. The amount of time it takes to be wheeled back in.
It's a long pit straight as well. He should still make it.
Ali on his hour lap now. Currently on pole. Coming into the final few corners.
I think Matt's had pole the last 2 races. If I'm right. Yes, he has.
Yeah. So
let's see if Red Bull can keep it up.
as he He starts his lap now.
The two Ferraris. Starting Europe is right behind him. Let's see how that goes. Getting that inside curve, that's pretty much the right line there, but catching the inside curve on turn 2, that's never good. Keeps it okay though. It's very easy to lose it on that inside curve in turn 2, but again, he's kept it well. Nice and wide into turn 4. Not quite apexing there, but that's fine. Let's keep the momentum going. It didn't cost him too much time there. His neural sits at 119.5. That's pretty much how you take that corner. Good job, Ellie. I'm going to see that done much better. Slowing down for the hairpin now. Just barely staying off that curb. So it's fast wheel left right. That's very clean. Into the last few corners here and stick the free. Don't want to catch any of this high curb. It can really, really unsettle the car. He comes down for the second last turn. A little bit hairy in the exit, but shouldn't hurt him too much as he comes across the line now. What time will we have? It's a 19 flat. Very good time there from Lowe.
5/10 clear of Newell as Red Panda goes across the line in 18.8.
Jeez.
And
The
Matt,
other Red Bull's about to cross.
yeah, I think he may have invalidated, so I think
did,
he's actually starting his flying lap now. Yes, he is.
Toro Rosso is heading. Behind him, I think it's Zudix. People retiring probably. Big Al is just finishing his out lap. Newell's backed off for another run. No, he's actually pitting now. That's to save his mediums, I suppose.
Well, he has done 2 laps on them already.
Yeah. Williams about to cross the line. It'll be Gears. It's a 19.8. That's good for 4th place currently.
Wow, that is a nice time.
It's a bit like tier 1 with Revo in that. It's a massive gap between the front runners and everybody else.
Jez was looking really good at Baku as well until he was unfortunately caught up in an incident that was unavoidable, so hopefully he can get some redemption. Only making his debut last weekend.
Yeah, Spain's not as hectic as Baku, so should see a good finish here, hopefully.
Oh no, and Matt is into the gravel! And he's backed out of it.
Yeah, and that racing point behind him is not going to be able to start their lap. Yeah. And I don't think they're ever going to. Who's stalling laps? There's a Red Bull crossing the that was Big Al is just finishing his lap now.
Oh, yep. I'm on board with Saxa at the
Oh no,
moment.
he's involved it. Okay, Big That's fine.
I don't know if you're able to send CK an invite. Back to
No, I can't. He's on the list.
Oh, he's back.
Phew. Skins are still in a lap. GS has backed off.
Oh, Saxa, he loses it. Oh, and he's into the wall. There's going to be some end plate damage there. And that's his qualifying done. Yeah, I think he's got clear track now. Getting out of the way of the Mercedes there, which was CRX. Desperately trying to get a lap time in. Still yet to set a time. But he's gotten through the tricky part that he was struggling with. So hopefully this is good enough to put him somewhere high up on the grid.
Just keep it clean. Don't invalidate, just keep it. And that looks good. That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. Looking good.
Nice rerun.
What's it going to be? 18.8.
18.8.
Pole. He's starting on pole on the soft tyre from no time to pole.
Probably good time to mention soft is not the tyre you want to start on, but with safety cars, it could work in CRX's favour. An owl, big owl.
Big Al, wowee. Oh, is anybody else going? I think that's it. Oh, Big Al.
It's never over till it's over, is it? Jeez.
That's right. Oh.
Well, commiserations to CRX there for putting in a good time, but Big Al coming in clutch with the 1:18.6. Great lap from him.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Retire.
So Big Al taking our pole there with a 118.694, followed by CRX on the soft tyre, just under 2/10 off, and Red Panda with a 118.8. So very close between those guys on the first three. We then have Ali, Skins, Newell, Jez, Matsia, Saxa, Kunai, Combat, Zudix, CK, and Farmer Dingo.
And their bottom four will be able to choose their tyre freely coming into the race. And Matt starting on the hard tyre as well.
Yeah. So I'll just use this moment to just remind anyone that's watching, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, to hit that follow button. Really help us out.
If you're going to say like button for a second.
Yeah, well, it's hard. You feel like, you say hit that like and subscribe and that notification bell, but there's none of that around here.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can do that. Please do.
Yeah. Well, we do upload races and highlights packages over on our YouTube channel. So if you miss the race, you can always head over there and check it out.
We'll just wait for everyone to load up into the race now, into the grid.
Yep. People are doing their tyre strategies, the bottom four, setting fuel loads and the like.
Yep. So usual strategy would be a medium to hard. Anyone watching the Tier 1 race may know. CRX starting in second, maybe a spanner in the works for anyone behind him. If CRX can get into first, then that's going to be even crazier. Depends, because his tyres are going to fall off pretty quick, and those medium runners are going to be fine for a while.
Yeah.
And Matt, now those Red Bulls have started on different tyres as well, splitting their pit strategies as well. That could work for them.
Well, there's
something else to know. There's
still, that increased risk of safety car. So, if you start on the hards, you could possibly do medium if it came out early enough.
It's true. It really depends. You can just stay out and get the track position if you're quick enough, I suppose. And in Matt's position, sure. We'll have to see what happens here, because we can't even guarantee a safety car.
That's right.
I saw Reno just collided with a Ferrari there on the grid.
Oh no! Oh, who is that? That's
Newell and Red Panda. Yeah, so Newell just got his rear kicked out when he started and just ran into Red Panda.
So they're going to be stuffed for tyre temp warm-up, because they're going to be starting on very cold tyres.
It does matter around here.
Everyone starting on the mediums except for CRX, Matt, and Combat starting on hards. CRX obviously on the softs. But Combat electing, starting 11th, free tyre choice there, and deciding to go differently to the rest behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for him.
Bit of gamesmanship. Skins has been the stronger driver of the two. Probably will help both of them in the long run, not getting stuck in the pits together. But again, safety car can happen. Can throw all these strategies out the window. Got to remember, Red Panda has only got 30 points. He's got half the points of the current points leader, which is Matt. He'll be looking for a really good points finish here. Really needs to get a good win in the podium to really stay in it at this point. It's very early in the season currently.
So coming around the final corner now, AI has taken control and will place them in their allocated grid box. So we'll watch with Ali from the broadcast perspective to see how everyone kind of gets away. So last car's pulling into position now. So 5 red lights, and we are racing. So pretty good start. Oh, we have contact in midfield, and we have end plates.
McLaren and a Red Bull there. I think that's Kunai involved.
Oh, the Mercedes trying to get past. Look at Big L. able
Miguel's
to
just
get
going to
away.
make a big gap while CRX is going to hold it everybody else, it looks like. Ali's looking to really get by him here. Everybody else keeping it rather clean with return free.
So Jez in fourth at the moment under lots of pressure from the racing point.
Combat also lost out pretty badly, lost a couple of spots as well on the hard tyre though.
Yeah, Kunai way down into last place.
Don't think he's got any damage, so that's fine. What about Matt?
I saw some end plate going somewhere, so...
Oh, no, he's fine as well. I'm wondering where the damage is then. Must be very minor if there is. Anyway.
Oh, as we see some dust being kicked up there.
Memphis on Red Panda currently. Up in the... Oh, he's centre on Jed. No.
Oh, Skins got very deep.
Skins
I don't know if he's yielded that position, but he probably should have. Side by side.
That CRX is off. And he's fallen all the way down that order. Everything I said earlier about him holding up the medium runs, don't even worry about it now.
So we're having some issues there with the timing. I've got Red Panda and Newell one lap down.
Same.
So hopefully that'll sort itself out shortly.
And CK must have had a moment as well, because he's just fallen past CRX as well. Kurno makes a move on Farmadingo for 11th. Pretty easily done there. Very wild start, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Combat's gone from 11th to 13th to 10th.
He's up into 10th at the moment, yeah. So he's got himself into the points. It's working out for him so far.
Skins went very deep into the hairpin earlier, and I don't think anybody got damage from that, luckily.
Yeah, got away with that one there. He's right behind Jez at the moment.
Big Al got a very nice buffer from CRX on that first lap, so 1.5 is the gap from first to second. So Panda not far behind, and leave the gap back to Jez, who got caught up with Skins.
Really hope the timing sorts itself out soon.
Some very tight packs here between 6th, 7th and 8th, and 10th, 11th, 12th here. Zurix is in the frame as well. He's 9th currently on the mediums.
So Matt right on the gearbox of Saxa at the moment. DRS is enabled, so the rear wings will pop open at the next DRS zone.
Big Al's really pulling away from Alley here, and Red Panda is not getting away from... It's sticking right onto Alley, sorry.
I'm just watching this really tight battle of three with Newell, Saxa and Matt at the moment.
Oh, that is very... As Combat Red does come to the pits, he must have hit some...
The Ferrari has a look! Very close. There may have been slight contact, but
still
everyone gets away.
Newell has to defend. Sax is going to do a bit of a crisscross. No, he just taps Newell.
Oh, they're side by side.
Yes, and for whatever reason, Saxa just seems to be getting a better run off those last couple of corners than Newell.
Yeah. So he's gotten past.
Newell's got wing damage, that's why. There we
go. He may have been caught up with that start line incident.
Yeah.
There's Toro Rosso of Zudix having a look at Matt there.
Yes, Newell will be holding up Matt, so Zudix will be the real beneficiary here if he can stick right onto Matt.
And Farmadingo's lost connection, so hopefully he can get back quickly. But the timings have rectified themselves as well, which is helpful.
Red Panda's hot onto Alley right here. He may make a move.
It will jump up to Red Panda. Side by side.
It's forcing the point here. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alley had to kind of go off track there. Yeah. Probably not that much, but I mean.
Yeah. We were watching from the broadcast cam, so we didn't exactly see how close it was. So.
Well, moving on to other matters, I'm sure that it gets sorted out later on if it does get brought up. Very tight for 7th right now. Matt is still all over Newell. And Matt on the hard tyre, any gain he can make is really going to help later on as the series comes into the pits.
So Combat's already come into the pits as well, so he's ditched those hards. He must have had some damage.
So lap 4 right now. Big Al still ahead, maintaining a 1.8 second gap to Red Panda, who is on the charge. And is gaining a little bit, I have to say. And Ali sticking within DRS of Red Panda. Really needs to keep wedging on. As I said, he drops out of DRS.
Yeah, he loses some time there in that final section. So he's going to miss out on DRS. So we'll drop down a little bit. As Jez is hunting down Skins at the moment, 7/10 behind.
Won't be able to make a move here, but yeah, Skins is really using DRS here.
Yeah, Skins would have made the move on Jez, so can Jez stay with him?
The Newell pits as well. Kind of has no choice of his wing. Don't think Hard's going to last that long though.
Yeah, it's a bold call.
I wouldn't trust it.
Well, might be banking on a safety car.
Yeah, a few laps reprieve could really help his tyre. Yeah, that's very true. Kunai very close to Zudix right now.
Yeah, we'll have a look at Kunai.
He's really trying to recover from a bit of weirdness at the start. Didn't lose out as much as some of the other people around though.
Oh, as he goes wide! He touches the gravel with the rear, but keeps it in control.
Very easy to do at that corner, but he did control that well. And again, running that curve again, 50-50 on that one. Then again, I can't judge, I did it a fair bit in T1, so... Red Panda sets a 122.1 for the fastest lap.
I get the feeling Kunai's really enjoying being back on the grid. He's enjoying playing with the setups and the like, so it's good to see him back on the grid with everybody.
And doing this.
Yeah,
side by side.
Side by side. He's got the inside line.
And Zudix does break late.
We don't have the best camera angle for it, and
I don't think Zudix meant to do that. He left a lot of room going to turn 2.
Well, good evasive action there from Kunai to not get any damage.
They were both very aware of each other, and it was good racing from both of them, especially Zudix to hold on there. Very good job. And I doubt that battle will be over, but for now... Red Panda's still closing in on Big Al, pretty slowly, but still doing so.
Down to 1.3, 1.1.
Ali's just dropped off DRS. He's kind of in his own bubble right now. And Skins is still trying to fend off Jez, who's going to make his move at some point.
Oh, so Red Panda is within DRS, so we're going to pop up to that battle now. As they come down the main straight into turn 1.
Both of them on overtaking properly rich revs as well. Big Al will know that he has to maintain this gap for as long as he can. He can't burn all of his DRS here.
That's right, but Sector 3 is very helpful for trying to save that battery, recover that energy.
Now Ali, he'll be hoping that these two keep battling.
Well, that's right. 1.7 the gap from Red Panda to Ali.
Just quite not matching the pace of those two, no. Jez has just fallen off a little bit from Skins. I'm wondering if he made a little mistake, because he was right up earlier. And Sax is right up on Jez as well.
Yeah, that's pretty mental touches of Saxo, yeah.
And Kunai has made the move on Zudix as well. Oh, that's right, yeah, he did it right. Okay.
Yeah, CK struggling like myself before the game not wanting to stay open. It's not the internet dropping, it's the game completely crashing, so hopefully that can be fixed ASAP.
Both Haas boys are actually not in game at the moment.
Well, CK came back.
Oh. Here we go, commentator scores. There's Red Panda sits at 122. And he's right in DRS of Big Al still. Not able to make a move this lap either. Or this time around, I should say. Ali's really dropped off now. But not really falling back to Skins, just as we said.
Oh, Red Panda going a bit wide there. It's Saxa. Oh, close behind
He was
Jez.
very close. He was very hairy going into turn 2 as well. He's got his See the real flag, that's a Mercedes, that would be CRX. It was stopped. I'm trying to figure out where that is. Broadcast view isn't really giving me a good angle.
Yeah, he's down. Yeah, the tricky section, the bump. So he's not wanting to get disqualified out there.
Yeah,
Gonna
so
have
if
to
you
be
stay
careful.
still
The leaders are starting to catch him now.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting pressure from the leaders, but also if you stay still too long, you will be disqualified.
So Red Panda saved up a lot of ERS. He's on 94%. And he's
Big Al.
right on the gearbox of Big Al at the moment, coming through the last chicane into the final corner. A little bit of a moment there from Big Al. Oh, he's closing. He's closing rapidly.
He's going to do
What's
it.
that? What are they going to do? Oh, he's got the inside line.
Big Al goes for the dummy.
Keeping it clean. There's going to be contact. There's slight contact. Hard but fair racing.
Yeah, we did see that early from Red Panda as well on early, but
Luckily, they came together tyre to tyre.
and we're not in simulation damage as well. That's also good. So there's a change for the lead. Lap 9 of 33 lap.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but the pit stops aren't too far away for the medium runners at the moment. Round 11, lap 11 to 13-ish is when people start to pit.
Fresh medium runners can pit around lap 14. They can really stretch it out. But other than that, 11 to 13, yeah. The safety car did sort of change our strategies in T1. A lot of people had to dive for hards because of when the safety car came out, but at the moment, doesn't look like the same's going to happen.
So we're getting a little bit of a train further down, but we'll just stick with Big Al at the moment, see if he can make some kind of comeback.
Yeah, they're both still saving the ERS and just using it on that big straight, but Big Panda's got more.
Well, he has been sitting behind Big Al, so he's been able to take advantage of getting the toe. So Big Al's now in that position to try and save up some battery.
Matt just had a look on Saxon there, nothing crazy happened there.
Yeah, we've jumped down to that battle of 3.
Matt had a really good exit with Saxon, there's just nothing you can do with that corner. Yeah, looks like they're just going to stay one astern from now. Hard to make anything happen on the second DRS shot as well. Good luck up there from Matt as well.
So Matt's going to have the tyre advantage pretty soon, or if not already has, being on the harder tyre and the guys on the mediums needing to pit. So you can see he's staying right behind that Ferrari. So he's got so much grip that the dirty air isn't even really affecting him, but the problem is that the Ferrari's got DRS as he goes for a move at the end of the straight but doesn't quite have enough, as he's still persisting on the inside line. He gets the move done, he gets past the Ferrari.
It was a little fortunate. Saxon did just lose it a little and was very lucky.
Yeah, they got away with it, but great bold move there to send it up the inside and keep at it. He's now got fresher tyres, well, more life in his tyres than Jez in front of him, and he won't have DRS to defend himself. You can see the closing speed with that DRS.
Oh, I think Jez may even have broken in a little bit early there as well. Yeah.
Oh, my game's crashed.
Oh no.
My game's crashed. So
alright, radio Jacob. Okay. So lap 11 currently. Red Panda's still in the lead, half a second to him. Then it's 3 seconds back to Ali in third. Then 8 seconds back to Skins, who's in fourth currently, as I just see Ben leaving the session now. Rest in peace. Jez is in fifth currently, 3 seconds from Skins. In sixth place is Matt, still right up on Jez right now. Saxer in seventh, Kunai 8th, Zudix in ninth, and Farmer Dingo in 10th place, but still disconnected mind. Run for anything else here, just while we're waiting for band. So of the shakers and movers, Farmer Dingo's come up 4 places, but I remember he has been disconnected. His place won't count if he doesn't come back. Red Panda has just come into the pits now. He'll be pitting for hard tyres to go straight to the end. And it doesn't look like anybody else is following him. Actually, the second Ferrari has also come in. That's in 7th place. And Red Panda is looking like he's going to come out in 7th, just behind Kunai, or maybe even between Kunai and Zudix here. Nope, just in front of Kunai. That's 6th place. So Red Panda on the hard tyre, Saxter on the hard tyre. Matt's still lapping on the hard tyre, in 4th place currently. Big Al's now your race leader, but has to make a pit stop.
Alright, we are loading back in, so apologies for that. I mean, it is out of my control, unfortunately.
It's all good. Thankfully, you haven't missed much apart from pit stops, which haven't been that interesting either, I'll be honest.
Oh, no, it's done the sound thing again.
Oh, dear.
So, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to rectify that.
It's fine. On lap 12 currently, Ali has dived into the pits. He's 2nd place currently. He'll be putting on hards to the end. Big Al has stayed out on his medium tyre. Memphis in 3rd place. He's also come into the pits, which means that Matt will inherit 2nd place. Jez has also come into the pits from 5th place. All these runners will be putting onto hard tyres. And Red Panda's overtaken everyone who's just pitted. He's now in 3rd place. Effectively 2nd after Big Al pits.
Alright, we are back with sound. Oh.
Awesome. Technology, eh?
Oh, it's so good. So good. It's not like this happens every year with every game that gets broken with the last patch that they release. But anyway, I'm not salty at all.
Back to the race anyway. Lap 13 currently. Big Al has not yet pitted. He's got 14 seconds on Matt currently. He's also not pitted. So Red Panda's 19 seconds behind, and I'm pretty sure he's got Big Al covered here for a pit stop. So Matt will stay out, but Big Al, once he comes in, will fall behind Red Panda. Red Panda's effectively our race leader currently. And Big Al has pitted.
So
And Matt, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Go on board, well, not on board, but we'll keep an eye on Red Panda at the moment. We'll see where Big Al comes out as he comes around the last corner. And
it's pretty far down the
he's going to have him.
Tried the overcut a little bit there. Yeah, well, it's not a massive gap to be fair.
So 2 lap difference in tyres now, so...
Yeah, the hards do really fall off towards the end. It's almost unusable, really, even though the wear's still fine, so it could play in, very well could.
Well, we'll just drop down to Combat and Newell here, as Combat has caught up to the back of him.
It's always a bit of a hard stopper when they're coming that fast towards somebody. So Zudix has stayed out. Farmer Dingo hasn't pitted, but again disconnected. Combat and CK have also stayed out. You can really stretch out these mediums, although whether you need to or not is another debate.
So as Farmer Dingo hasn't completed the required amount of laps, he will be classified as a DNF, and he's not back anyway. So that actually means that Newell is currently in the points. As Matt sets a new fastest lap, a 1:22.0.
And Red Panda says, no, I have the fastest 120. Tell you what, that's good pace from Matt, has to be said.
It is.
14 lap old hards.
That's right.
Although, as Zudix comes into the pits, this could work against him because he's got to pit at the right time for mediums. Those hards are going to fall off at some point. Dingo has rejoined. Certainly a bit late, but I mean, get a few laps in, have some fun. may not be aware that he won't classify yet.
Yeah.
It's been unfortunate. But Matt's still improving on his time as they keep going around, fuel load starts burning off, they'll start to get quicker and quicker. There's another thing. But right now everyone's sort of spread out, apart from Saxo, who's really big on the Ghost of Farmadingo right now. His skins get the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And that's... oh, he's got a big gap currently, that's fine. Jason's really backed off on the skins, isn't he? Ooh, 6 seconds behind. So the yellow flag in Sector 2, that is CRX again. It's just not having a good race, is he?
Yeah. That's quite unfortunate.
To be lapped by the whole field. Yeah.
So we have a safety car. Why do we have a safety car?
Now, Farmadingo did just leave the session, but I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, so that is going to throw a spanner in the works.
Indeed, and Farmadingo's Ghost is pitting now. Man, if he was here, this would be messy.
Yeah, Newell's coming into the pits, Combat coming into the pits, Farmadingo coming back.
Yeah. Lap 16. Ooh, you could
CK
stretch out
in the
mediums,
pits.
maybe.
So this is also going to help Matt as well. So, as he hasn't stopped yet.
Yes, but it's a bit early, isn't it, to stop the mediums? You wouldn't like
Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, they're going to be fresh mediums. The car's going to be lighter.
He kind of has to pit, because otherwise he has to... The guy gets a drive-through penalty.
Oh, no! Speeding under the safety car.
So first lap around, once safety car's called out, everyone has to go by a delta, like the virtual safety cars. You have 15 seconds to get your pace underneath the delta if you go over it, as Newell also gets the same penalty. And Matt does pit. Yeah, Matt had no choice there, and that's really unfortunate.
And Big Al coming into the pits. I hope he doesn't think he can serve his penalty yet, because he might be trying to hit onto the mediums.
I don't know. He's going to be far behind anyway, that's very true.
Ali as well coming into the pits. So the Red Bulls are going to be double stacking.
Oh, they are.
Oh, no, they get away with it. There's a little bit of a delay on Ali's pit stop there.
Yes, now it's a dilemma. Do you stay out on the hard tyre, or do you go for the mediums, have to conserve it a little bit towards the end?
I think going on the medium tyre is the right decision, because you are going to have a couple of laps of sitting behind the safety car. So that is going to prolong the stint a little bit. It'll allow everyone to recoup their fuel and ERS. So,
and suddenly Matt is in second place with fresh mediums.
And Red Panda on 5-lap-old hards.
And those mediums are pretty quick compared to the hard tyre. But Red Panda has shown some very good pace. This is going to be a very interesting restart. You also
what is going on there?
Oh no!
Skids into the wall.
I just caught the back end of it.
I saw it. Yeah. Oh, he's lost an end plate as well.
Oh no!
Oh, he's gonna be kicking himself. What happened?
Surely he pits now for mediums, but that is very, very. It's not
he's gonna have to pit. He'll have to pit.
You can't.
The safety car's not coming in yet. Unfortunately, the grid is coming. Catching back up, but he probably could come out in, I don't know, 12th, 10th or something.
If he can catch back up in time, then, I mean, there's a good chance he can fight for a good points finish, perhaps. There's still plenty of time. We're only halfway through the race right now, lap 17 to 33. And the safety car is staying out again.
And he's coming into the pits.
And there'll be some auto throttle there because of the safety car.
Being very cautious there not to get done for speeding, but I think he was a bit too ginger coming in there, so
I think that's because he got too close to the safety car there.
I don't think that. I think that's disabled when you come into the pit lane.
Is it?
Yeah, okay. So he's down into 11th.
May not matter, yeah.
He's going to lose out to his teammate.
Is he serving a... Oh, no, never mind.
Yep. Codemasters stuff going on there.
So
Esports ready.
Saxa also haven't pitted for mediums. They won track position. Ali is also pitted onto mediums. Kunai, Zurdix, Farmadinga, they're all on hard still. These medium runners are going to have a field day.
They are indeed. So lap 18 of 33 at the moment. So we are over halfway.
Does Red Panda have the pace? Because he has been...
Well, he came from further back down the grid.
Combat Rat.
Combat, what are you doing, son?
The racing points are just not having a good day.
No, it is not their day. So safety car in this lap. So, well, as I was saying, Red Panda was showing some great speed early on. So he might have enough. He might have what it takes to pull away.
But Matt and Big Al as well. I wouldn't want to call it. I would not want to call it.
So, backing up the pack at the moment. Everyone has caught up to the back of the field.
Matt just nearly getting brake checked there by Red Panda.
So, through the last chicane we come. And Matt right on the gearbox of that Ferrari as they come around the final corner, and we are back racing.
Ooh.
And Toro Rosso getting very bad restart there, left way off the back of the field.
Kone also getting really caught up by that as well.
And side by side, these two into turn one. Matt's got the inside line. He taps Red Panda. He's kept it in. He's got the inside line, but on those fresh mediums, he's going to have the grip. Those hard tyres aren't going to be up to temperature yet.
Big Al
Al making the move on the inside. Oh, Red Panda coming back around the outside on the hard tyre.
That's such a great
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What a move. What a move. Around the outside on the harder tyre. Wowee.
That was just insane. And Matt, we're wondering what the hell did I do wrong there?
I can't believe what I just saw. That was brilliant racing from both the drivers there.
We're just taking over the coast of front of them, passing, I should say. Matt's still got time, remember? He's on fresh mediums. They're going to last a while.
So there won't be any DRS for 2 laps.
So that's some insane battling. That was really great that first sector. I'm gonna yellow flag. That's the mark. Same spot again.
Oh, CRX. That's very unfortunate.
At least it doesn't matter at this point, eh?
Oh, the Red Bull into overtake. He's trying for a move. He's trying to get as much slipstream as he can, but he doesn't have the same kind of run as he had on the restart. Forced to sit behind the Ferrari for the time being, as CRX is disqualified for being parked in a dangerous location.
Bit of an unfortunate race there for CRX, but bit of luck next time, buddy, I suppose.
F4 Team Mercedes there.
And Newell just pitted as well. He must have had some damage or something. I'm not too sure.
Big lock up there from Matt. It's really good to see a lot of the drivers just willingly wanting to improve and turning off their assists. So really good to see, some of the guys trying to improve themselves.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Big Al just drifting a little bit away from the front two right now, but all still from DRS range. Anything can happen still, and Red Panda is holding up brilliantly here.
As Red Panda reckons... Revo reckons Red Panda's going to get mugged.
I'll tell you what, we would have thought that as well before the safety car came in, but...
Well, we saw what Red Panda is currently capable of, so he's definitely got his eye in. Is that Big Al? Oh, yeah, he'll be coming in for his drive-through penalty.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Unfortunate for him.
I mean, we're still lap 21 of 33, so there is time for another safety car. Anything could happen.
He is technically still in the points, yes. This Kunai gets a wee penalty there. Really tough to third place right now. Looks like Jesus is a bit slower than everybody else here.
So we might just drop down from the leaders for the moment and have a look at this battle between Saxa, Ali, Kunai, Jez.
So these medium runners haven't been able to capitalise as much as I perhaps thought at first.
Well, overtaking around here is very difficult because you've only got a couple of real opportunities to do so, and that's through the first couple of corners when DRS is available, and the other DRS... Oh, we have a Williams! He's into the wall! Jez has retired from his second race! Oh, we have another racing point! Oh, just taking evasive action there. Skin's just getting away with it. Oh,
and he slows right down to avoid him.
And we have another safety car. Oh,
no way.
Oh, why did I open my mouth?
It just came out of nowhere. We saw Macau do the same thing in Tier 1.
Oh my goodness.
It's very easy to lose it off into that DRS straight off that corner.
Racing
Very
Point.
unstable.
Yeah, Racing Point given, another chance.
Saxo,
Shot at redemption.
Zurich drove through penalty.
Speeding under the safety car. No.
He's in fourth place.
He's in full. Oh my god.
This game is not fair, everyone. This game is not fair. And Saxo on softs. I was going to say, I don't know if softs are the right call here. I don't know their tyre life. But I know they fall off pretty quickly.
So, Skins just drove past Farmer Dingo's AI. I don't know if that's going to be an issue.
Because it is yellow flag conditions currently. You're supposed to be able to overtake.
But maybe you're allowed to overtake AI?
Like if it's disconnected, I'm not sure.
Well,
nothing's
come up so far, so...
I'll check Chris direct before that. I don't know. Nope, nothing for him. Other things to note here, Combat, who did have a 10-second penalty over him, has served it in the pits before the safety car came out. So once he's catched up, he'll be free of any penalty, it looks like. Wow. Yeah, so these soft runners, I'm not sure how much they can do here. Now, we did see those medium runners at the start of the last safety car, at the end of the last safety car, so they weren't able to capitalise as much as we thought, so I have to see what happens here for the soft runners, but they're still pretty far down as well. They've sacrificed track position for a very tough gamble.
Saxa out on the soft tyre. Newell, soft tyre. Kunai, fresh mediums. Big Al, hards. Why hards?
Big Al hards? Was that a mistake? You would not do that. Oh, well,
apparently that glitch got fixed with the latest patch, so I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking there.
I do remember Farmer Dingo in 6th place will not be classified as a finisher, so that means that Newell is in the points. Only one person will not be scoring points today at this stage of the current finishers.
That is correct. With 10 laps now remaining.
Wow.
So Newell and Combat, the last two guys to catch up to the pack.
And I tell you what, that's another wee reprieve for the medium runners. Good for their tyre wear. But also good for Red Panda as well, I suppose. For his tyres. Again, we'll have to just see what happens. If most of the queue caught up here, we may expect the car in this lap.
Well, we will find out at the end of this next DRS straight, as the last couple of cars are finally catching back up.
So the Combat Red is way back into this. It looked like it was done, and safety car is in this lap.
So you can see the drivers trying to learn from their mistakes as Skins drives out onto the grass. Trying to get the temperatures back into these harder compound tyres, because under the safety car you're just not going fast enough to generate any kind of temperature, so you really need to start weaving and the whole time at this track with these compounds, so really letting the safety car get away as Red Panda's controlling the pace. And
you really need to keep an eye on that here, yeah.
And he is pushing now.
I'll tell you what, he's pulled out a bit more of a gap than last time. Remember, there's no DRS for a couple of laps. Skins is right on Zurich.
And we are back racing now.
Skins is going to make an overtake on Zudix here. It's for 4th place, but remember Zudix has had that drive-through still hanging over him. What did they say in Fiat Supercars? Safety cars called safety cars or something?
Yeah.
I think it's a having their time, but anyway. Saxa right up into 7th place right now. Interesting to see how much he'll gain. Remember, Farmer Dingo won't count here, so it's at 1.6 or something to Zudix right now.
And he is on those soft tyres, so
2 others will not count. Zudix will have to do his drive-through. So he is effectively 5th place right now. That's be a good points finish for Ferrari if it stays that way.
and Saxa finally gets past the ghost of Farmer Dingo.
And Kurno makes a move on CK as well. CK
side by side.
Kurno goes wide, but has the speed anyway, so. Yeah, these medium runners aren't able to capitalise as much. They're a bit more worn, and Red Panda's just got the pace. As we can see, 121.5.
As Zudix comes into the pits.
Does indeed peel off, yes. Now, Memphis Skin, needs to stay in DRS the Valley here. Otherwise, Saxa should come closer and closer to him.
The gap is currently 2.8 seconds.
And dropping. His combat makes his way up into 10th place, passing CK. CK still technically a points finisher here, if he finishes 11th.
Skin's running wide into the gravel there.
Matt's not really falling back on Red Panda so much, just sort of staying within half a second. Not quite within striking range. His combat gets a 3-second time penalty again. Hate to see it.
Well, that brings CK back into the picture.
Saxa just made up half a second that lap, but every lap is going to hurt these softs. Diminishing returns here. Meanwhile, Neural stuck behind Big Al currently. Big Al's got some good pace, so DRS is back on. Saxa to 120.9. There we go. There's those. But again, Skins is right in DRS range of Ali, so whether he'll be able to keep gaining, I don't think it'll happen.
Matt still within half a second of Red Panda.
Yeah, DRS is just so massive down that first straight when you're using full ERS and DRS as well. It's a good few tenths right there. Big Al does pass Dingo's Ghost. Kunai in the 6th place.
He's on for a good result tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, from the start, where he got tangled up in a little incident at the very start and dropped down towards the back, it's hard to think, oh well, I'll recover and be up the order this much, It's hard to call that sort of thing, so it's a good drive from him.
So Ali currently out of DRS, while Matt is right on the back of Red Panda.
Yeah, and if he's going to make a move, it's going to have to. Yeah.
He's going to have to make that move soon.
I tell you what though, Red Panda just keeps getting a better exit out of that last turn, and I think that's what's stopping Matt from actually making a move here.
Oh, he's pretty close. He's pretty close. Is he going to have the legs? No, he's too far back. Red Panda taking that defensive line. Ali, can he do it?
I didn't see if Red Panda was forced off by Matt there.
Yeah, I didn't see either, but I did see the gravel being kicked up by Red Panda. Now under pressure from Ali as Ali's having a look.
I'd love to see footage of that later, that's for sure.
So this also releases Matt into fresh air on the medium tyres, but he's got 10 laps on those tyres, but I guess some of those laps have been pretty easy going.
2 safety cars, that's very true. And he is also leading the race, that's also... Red Panda's still within DRS range of Matt.
Oh no, the racing point! Skins! Did he keep that out of the wall?
He
I think he kept that out of the wall.
I think he just had a minor moment there.
Oh, that was more than a minor moment. I
didn't
had a
catch it,
beautiful
yeah.
side of that. Oh, well saved. Well saved.
And Saxa steps right up. I'll take fourth place. Thank you very much.
Yes, he
Very
will.
good points finish. Tell you what, these Red Bulls and Ferraris really enjoying the finish right now.
That's right. And Big Al right behind Kunai at the moment.
Red Panda's on the outside of Matt, going to turn one here. Matt gets squeezed, he's spun.
Oh no, he's spun! And the other Red Bull just misses him. He's going to have to wait for this traffic to go past as he turns around. He's in a very bad position. He's going to have to let these cars through.
Yeah, it does slot into sixth place, but I tell you what, that's going to get talked about after this, and the Discord will be popping off right now. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Still not 5 laps. Ellie's reasonably close. He's not in DRS, but if he can find a little bit of pace, then...
Well, Matt, lucky there to not lose out to Kunai and Mule as well, so did well to rejoin in a reasonably safe manner.
They are on fresher tyres, but Matt has DRS on Big Al as well. And Saxa, also the big beneficiary in all of this fighting, is into the podium spot now. Got under pressure from Skins.
So Skins has regained fourth after his mistake. From Matt making his mistake.
Anyone want to call how it's going to finish right now? Because honestly, anything can happen in these next few laps here. Lap 29 of 33 right now.
Well,
Skins closing in on Saxa.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Revo said that Red Panda was going to get mugged. He's currently 1.8 or 1.7 seconds out in the lead. And Big Al and Matt going side, but 3 wide into turn 3. Oh, this is very close. They are fighting tooth and nail for any position here.
I think Matt lagged behind a little bit there. I just saw him jump a little. Big Al broke very late into their turn, and to pay dividends as Kerno breaks very late, keeps it on the track.
Oh, he's gone wide. He's had to let Newell through.
It's a shame. He was really trying to stay out of trouble there. Didn't want to get caught in any incidents. But he's still in a good points finish right now. Just needs to keep his cool. His last few laps over with.
Currently getting towards the end of lap 29.
Ali now 2 seconds behind. Seems to be trailing off a little bit from Red Panda, if anything. These mediums are going to definitely be going by their best by now. And Saxa not really going to be making any gains on softs, it has to be said.
Yeah, well, they're getting to the end of their life. 7 laps on softs is a long time.
And Skins might even make a move here. And he does, side by side.
Side by side into turn 1, and he's got the lead into the corner.
Saxa tries to come back a little bit, but isn't happening, and his combat pulls into the pits again. Yeah, not much Saxa could do there, sadly.
Well, this is going to make it interesting. Has Zudix done enough to get in front of Combat?
Cool.
He has.
Combat will just be going
by
for
some
a fastest
margin
lap,
too. So Combat must have had some damage there. It just goes to show that you just got to keep going, because every point's going to be valuable, and Zudix has had an up and down race. But
he could be playing the team game as well right now. Seeing the fastest lap taking that point away.
That's right. So we've got this battle, 3-way battle again.
Yeah, it looks like the front end of the packs really sort themselves out, bar Memphis and Saxa, who are still fighting for third place, but this mid-pack is looking very juicy, I've got to say.
It's Red Panda. Yeah, new fastest lap.
And I tell you what, I think the fastest lap before that was by a soft runner, so... dearie me. But again, as these field loads do come down, they will be lapping faster and faster as Saxa does make a move again.
Matt having a look at Big Al. He's on the inside, he's got the inside line. Big Al hanging around the outside. Side by side, they're touching wheels.
I tell you what, Matt squeezed them right out of the track there, but... Al's pretty close here. Could go on the outside again. Break very late. Yep, there we go.
He's trying to hang it around the outside. We did see Red Panda do it earlier on the hards. The Red Bull leaving enough room.
Yeah,
The Toro also going
opportunistic.
deep.
He does lock up.
Oh, very close. You could see millimetres apart. Oh,
And Matt,
they go out onto the gravel a little bit.
I tell you what, I think there was a bit of frustration there from Matt.
And he's gone wide. Well, he's going to have to keep that in check because he doesn't want to throw it away now on lap 31.
And Newell is going to be right up on Big Al as well.
And Kunai right there as well as Kunai.
He's sent it a bit deep and he's just reduced it, I think. Yeah, no, he's gotten the penalty as well.
He has, yeah.
Won't affect him too much, but it's okay.
I don't know
the
if
next
he's-
fucker is Farmadingo.
Does he have any damage? I'm not sure. No.
Shouldn't be too big anyway. So lap 32, 2 laps to go. And it's looking more and more like Red Panda is on his way to another victory here. Well, his first victory, I should say. Like, he hasn't won yet, isn't he? No.
Oh, Combat's caught right up to the back of Zudix.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
And Matt and Big Al side by side again into turn 1 and 2.
Keep an eye on Combat's lap time for you.
This time Big Al comes out on top.
Combat is going to get the fastest lap here. Yep, 19.9.
Let's go down. Can he get the move done? Zudix trying to defend on the inside, but 17 lap old hards versus fresh softs.
So Combat does get the fastest lap point. Oh, actually, he finishes in 11th.
Yeah.
So he won't get... No.
No, because Farmadingo's a DNF, so he's technically in 10th, so that's 2 points for Combat there at the moment. I mean, someone can still better it.
Very true, very true.
Those guys have taken a soft
Matt.
10 laps.
Matt, 3 seconds as well.
No.
That's a few positions right there.
That's a painful penalty.
I tell you what, from Matt, going from the lead of the race to getting squeezed off the track and then a 3-second time penalty, it's painful. Skins is meanwhile eager trying to get ahead of Saxa here.
Last lap underway. Go up to Skins, he's having a look, but not able to get past at the moment.
Tried very hard to get that outside line, but sacrificed his entry into the other corners.
I'm just trying to flick between all these battles that are really close at the moment. There's so much happening out on track. Kunai stuck behind Newell, who's fallen out of DRS range.
It's looking more and more like Red Panda, Ali Saxa will be, Red Panda and Ali, sorry, will be the top two, but third place well and truly yet to be decided.
We'll go back up with Skins versus Saxa.
Yeah, so no DRS straight coming here, needs a good exit. Second by the car front. No moment there, didn't really need that. He's kept it tidy. He's gonna
He tries a leg break down the inside, but he was just too far back.
Good judgment by him for pulling out. Red Panda's about to cross the line here. And that's his first win. This season, I should say.
It is, so well done to Red Panda.
2 retirements, 2 third places, and finally a well-deserved win. Ali in second. Penalty. Wow. Sorry, Red Panda just had a penalty there. Nearly got Ali the win, but Saxa comes third. Big Al 4th. Memphis Skins is in 5th. Penalties, wow. Big Al finishes 4th. That's a recovery and a half right there. Newell gets 6th. Good job to him. Matt in 7th place. Unlucky. And Kuno for most respectable 8th place.
CK doing a good job despite all his disconnection issues. Comes across the line in technically 9th place. Combat in 10th with the fastest lap. And Zudix, devastated for Zudix there. He was looking so good, so good.
Well up there.
What a shame. But it just shows that, he's been putting in the time and the effort.
Should only be really motivation to just keep pushing. Definitely.
That's right.
Because he drove very well, STC.
So, Ferrari, the big winners today. Double podium. Not a 1-2, but 1-3. You'll take it.
We'll take it, yeah.
So, for the results to come up. We have Red Panda, Ali, and Saxa there, the podium getters.
Big Al, 3 pit stops, comes home in 4th place.
Yeah,
Incredible.
so lucky there with some safety cars, followed by Skins, Newell, Matt, Kunai Zero, Farmer Dingo, who's a DNF, CK80, Zudix, and Combat. Now DNFs were Jez and CRX.
Combat 12th?
Well, he's technically 11th because
But he doesn't get points in 11th.
he doesn't. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
because his
Zudix gets
penalties. His penalties. So no. Zudix does get the point. No fastest lap for Combat, and no point for 10th. So he's missed out there.
Zurich, that 1 point. It's awesome.
That's right. Well, what a race that was, hey? What a race.
Unlucky for Jess as well.
Yeah.
And CRX who really come in.
2 races. He was looking so good for so many points. But, unfortunately, that's racing and that's how it is. So he's just going to have to break the back next weekend. So where are we next weekend, actually?
Monaco?
Monaco. Oh, that is going to be spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's all of our racing for tonight. We'll be back on Friday for F2. What's after Japan?
That would be Mexico.
So, Mexico F2 on Friday starts at
8:30 Melbourne.
8:30 Melbourne time. And then our Tier 1 and 2 races will be Sunday at 7:15 Melbourne time and 9 p.m. Melbourne time. So back-to-back races pretty much there. So I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that follow button. And I've been Bandcamp, and Jacob Meister's been with me this evening, and I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next weekend.
Take care.
See ya.